Specimen is brought to you by New Zealand. When I'm about to tell you this lady is annoying as fuck, I think maybe it's an understatement. I don't know how to prepare you for this. She's wearing a Rick and Morty shirt. This is called Woke Indoctrination Blurs Your Mind or something. I don't know. We're gonna watch a few of her videos so you can get a feel for her. She'll tell you her name.
Hi, welcome to Political Education, the channel where I give you a political education, and my name is Katie, and I have cleverly combined the two.
So she's going to own us now, the wokes. She's definitely going to own us. There's nothing we can do about it. We are woke putty in her brilliant right-wing hands.
I know, hold your applause to the end of the video. So, what I'm going to talk about today, left woke losers, is the fact that you guys have been totally blinded by race, that you now can't think objectively. And so everything you do...
She probably talks normal for the people around her, but to me she sounds like a little cartoon character. Objectively! I can't listen to this. You silly little people on the other side. I know you're whole-ass human people. Like, I really do, but my American brain has just been poisoned by pop culture. You're a character if you make this kind of noise at me. Okay? That goes for anyone in chat, too. If you sound even slightly like this, Australia, you're there, too. I see you, Poonages. You're right there. You sound different, but barely, okay? Barely. Rhys Darby. Yeah, exactly. Literally, Rhys Darby is every New Zealander. The shade, it's not shade. It's not shade. It's factual. These are real facts. They don't care about your feelings.
You have to do through the filter of race. So, here's a trick we're going to do to stop you guys getting indoctrinated on the daily. Mm-hmm. When you talk about a point of view, imagine that the person we're talking about is a straight white male. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Straight white male. And that way you're going to be able to objectively look at a situation without getting the indoctrination completely altering your mind.
So the argument here is, if you don't want to be brainwashed, you have to brainwash your mind to think of a straight white man in any situation, because that is what the default is. Look, as a straight white man, I don't understand how my experience is in fact the default. Most people on earth are not straight white men. That's just not even close. We're a good chunk. We're a good chunk of the population, but not even most. Not even close to most.
Because what you're currently doing is you're using a racial view to view actions that are completely abhorrent.
I don't know what abhorrent. Did she mean abhorrent? Maybe she means abhorrent. Maybe it's a word down there. But we do get around. I actually don't think of race at all. Like, I don't think of whiteness when I think of a guy's experience or not, or blackness or whatever, because I don't know what that's like. But I know, like, I just think, like, okay, is it right that this is happening, or wrong that this is happening, or whatever the situation is? I think wokeness is not thinking like this, I suppose. She's the wrong kind of sarcastic. Well, she's really stupid, so when she's sarcastic, it's kind of like she's just not in on the joke, so to some extent it kind of feels bad. But she's such an asshole.
And it actually putting you and everybody else around you in danger. So, you need to ask
with what?
yourself a question. Is it okay that a straight white male comes and takes everything that you own?
So colonization's bad, white people bad? Like Israel, for instance, bad to do to the Palestinians, right? Also, you're in New Zealand. How did you get there? How'd that happen? Wait, she's white. Yeah? Is she reverse carding us? Is this secret wokeness? Is she making fun of a right winger?
Is it okay if a straight white male breaks into your house, steals your things, breaks into your vehicle, steals your things? Is that okay? No.
Okay, so if we agree with that, and we do, colonization bad.
It's wrong. It's a crime. But when they put a racial view over you, it's racial justice.
It's racial justice? What are they talking? What is she? I don't understand. So you're saying that people dismiss people of color stealing from them? like breaking into their house? Because I feel like this is not a tolerated thing. I feel like burglary is not tolerated at all. Where is that? Where's that happening? Where the burglars just have the run of the place. Little guys in black and white striped shirts and masks running around everywhere.
Oh, they were probably hungry and starving, and that's all they could do.
All they could do. Jesus fucking Christ. Real ass person, not a character. I have to keep remembering that. So most people are saying when describing why crime happens, you must look at the socioeconomic factors that it exists under. So if people are stealing a lot of stuff, why are they doing that? Are they doing it to just hoard the stuff? Certainly not. Almost always, in the cases of colonization, it's to benefit and be quite rich. But in the cases of theft of the underclass, it's like a symptom of not having their needs met. Like, you could argue that in some cases of theft, it's unethical. In some cases of theft, it's ethical. I mean, it just is a case-by-case situation, man. I don't think that disproportionately people of color steal from anybody else. I don't think that data exists. Pretty sure what you see is poverty rates correlate. That's it. That's pretty much the whole thing. She's referring to Maori reparations?
They don't steal loaves of bread, you idiot. They steal your jewelry.
They steal your jewelry? My blood diamonds, no. If I steal a bracelet, how many loaves of bread would that be worth? Like a diamond bracelet, one diamond bracelet, you know? So you could see how quickly we can convert jewelry to bread in your own thing. And it's often not just like bread, right? Like, 'cause we're not in the fucking Middle Ages. It's more about like, oh, my fucking bills and my kid needs medical care, and, you know. Although maybe not in New Zealand. Maybe you have that. Why do people steal valuables? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday she'll walk into a thought.
They steal food from your children's mouths. They're not
Food from your children's mouths? Like reverse baby birds. Take that, baby birds. Fucking stealing their Cheerios right out of their mouths. That's mine. Little spoons, little tiny long spoons.
not breaking in to steal a loaf of bread. Okay,
would you be fine if they were stealing loaves of bread from you, though? I don't know why she can't understand how maybe a bracelet or a diamond ring or something could be better than a loaf of bread when we need it.
Going back to thinking objectively, we're going to think of things now as if they're straight white males. Mm-hmm. So, is it okay if a straight white male rapes anybody?
Wow.
Tick.
Tick-tock.
Talk. Tick.
Oh, a really tough one.
Talk. Is that okay? Or should the criminal be in jail? Yeah, the criminal should be in jail.
Okay, what if we go a step further? What if instead of just saying, men, if you do a rape, you're going to jail? What if we taught them as young men and children to have, like everyone had an idea of consent, and we had proper sex education? What if we had an informed populace?
Jake defeated.
And what if men were taught that maybe women's sexual sovereignty is more important than their feelings? What if? Would that be too woke of us to prevent rapes? I guess it's woke to prevent rapes before they happen. We can only have whatever amount of rapes we already have and react to them. That's the godly way. That's the right-wing way, non-woke. It would be woke to stop the process before it began.
But here's how you guys think about it when you put your racial justice indoctrination in there. Oh, he's had a hard life.
I would love to see the source that you are pulling from for this particular grievance, because I have never heard a left-wing person defend a rapist of any color. It does not matter. Men are dogs, and they'll fuck a goat, okay? It doesn't matter. They will fuck corpses. They will fuck each other. And even when they're not gay, they'll fuck manatees, pretend they're mermaids. They'll fuck coconuts, watermelons. Need I list more things? So yeah, I'm not surprised if we don't teach them to be human beings, that they don't act as such. I'm really having a really hard time absorbing the point she's trying to make. Well, don't worry, because she's made other videos to teach us. This is another installation in the "you're being indoctrinated." Let's see it.
Hi, and welcome to Political Education, the channel where I combine my name Katie whilst giving you a political education.
Are you on your break by a warehouse or something? What the fuck is happening?
Today, Left Woke Losers, we're going to discuss about how you guys are kept left woke losers. Now, how they do this, one today I'm going to talk about, is they will tell you who to listen to and where to get your information.
Will they? I don't care where you get your information. I just care how you parse it. You know what I mean? Like my boys chat with all my bros in it. We have articles from all over the place. They'll send in New York Post articles because they're funny, but we have the brains to realize a New York Post article is idiocy. We can parse this information. Yeah, I'll get a CNN article, disagree with their liberal bullshit, and have my leftist take about it after the fact.
But how they will do that is they won't tell you who to go to and who to get your information from, but they will malign and villainize anybody that they don't want you to listen to, or any place, website, TV channel that you could get some other information from. Now,
okay, so the claim on her video here is you are being indoctrinated, but she is like, whoa, you can't tell me that I'm indoctrinated though. I get my alternative facts from other places. Like, holy shit, you've been played like a fiddle, lady. How do you not understand as a right winger? I mean, I guess it's because you're an idiot. How do you not understand these people are grifting at you all the time, and they just say nonsense, and it never comes to fruition? They're always on edge. Like, you just have to be upset at people all the time to be a right winger. It's so strenuous. As a lefty, I groan at the world, but otherwise love everybody. You know what I mean? Like, essentially, I want everybody to be good, even the dummies. Because that's how you become not a dummy, right? Is because, you have more time to yourself. You don't have to fucking grind every day. You have health care. You have access to education. Hopefully you use it. You have housing. You have more time to think and introspect and commune with your people around you. And suddenly you're not as isolated. You're not as stupid. And you're fucking more accepting of people. Pretty easy stuff. It's not really indoctrination to get to know other people, I guess. I guess having a bunch of friends is indoctrination.
Now, here's the problem. If they control where you get your information sources from...
How is telling you that, like, Breitbart is stupid, how is that controlling your information? You can still go fucking read a Breitbart article. You can still go read the Daily Wire. I don't care. But it's still fucking dumb. They're idiots. You just have to be informed in general. Like, when you say, where do we get our information from? The world? Like, it's just the fucking world. There's a wealth of information out there for those with the eyes to see it. All you have to do is be literate. Fucking comes right to you, man.
Then doesn't it stand to reason that they can control the information that those sources give? Just use your brain here, people, because what will happen is you guys get told, for example, I got told, you just listened to Ben Shapiro. And
I didn't know she was going to mention Ben Shapiro, but I did say the Daily Wire. That's hilarious.
Oh, and I went, okay, who's Ben Shapiro? No, I haven't listened to Ben Shapiro. Who is this? So I was like...
No, I haven't listened to Ben Shapiro. Who is this? I don't believe you. I don't believe that you would name drop Ben Shapiro and then pretend like you don't know who he is.
Okay, so if these people are telling me not to listen to Ben Shapiro, or they're maligning Ben Shapiro, then I'm like, they have been told to malign and hate Ben Shapiro.
Told? Wow, we're projecting here. So I guess if you are told to do something, that's when you listen. But, like, no one tells us to not like Ben Shapiro. He tells us not to like him when he speaks. All Ben Shapiro has to do to get someone not to like him is open his fucking mouth. Talk through his nose a little bit and say something stupid. Listening to her makes my brain hurt. She's not intelligent. She's not an intelligent person. I bet you she doesn't even listen to any of Kirk's new stuff. Bro, I think if you'd like to, if you're a right-winger and you'd like to hear Kirk's new stuff, you could travel immediately to the fires of hell to hear him out, hear what he's got going on.
And I'm like, okay, well, immediately I go, well, Ben Shapiro obviously has facts, reason, and logic, and information and evidence.
Oh, it's interesting that you definitely were like, oh, I know who Ben Shapiro is. He's the facts and logic guy. Come on, man. Shut up. Why are you pretending?
That would alter your opinion if you were able to go listen to them. Case in point, I Googled about the whole Jewish Israel people. I'm like, why is everyone always picking on like Israel? Like, what's going on there?
Why are they picking on Israel?
And so I Googled it, and it said, Israel was established when people after the
wow,
what's it called? Auschwitz.
She's just like maybe the dumbest fucking person on the internet. Oh, holy shit! I don't even know how you get this fucking misinformed. You just don't have a goddamn brain in your head.
The Holocaust. So they said that a group of people from Israel got on a boat and asked politely to the Palestinians to live there, and then they lived there and then took over the land. That's literally what Google said, which is where you get your information from.
Google? What did you Google to get?
Screw it. I don't want to play anymore.
What, did the AI overview say 2 men on a boat politely asked if they could move in and the Palestinians graciously accepted? Like, what? Where's that at? I've never heard, and I've heard a lot of fucking dumbasses try to defend the state of Israel and defend colonization, which she, by the way, just said was bad in the last video, saying that white men shouldn't be able to come and just take your shit. I don't know, man.
And then I went, hang on, I'm told not to listen to Ben Shapiro. What's Ben Shapiro got to say? And the first thing Ben Shapiro says is he picks up world maps going back thousands of AD.
Thousands of AD?
Sorry, BC. Thousands of BC, clearly showing Israel. Israel, 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 Israel. No mention of Palestine.
I don't even know what thousands of BC means. So if someone drew on a map and wrote the word Israel down, she's got to be a troll. I do not think she's a troll, dude. She is dumb as fuck.
Just then, if you were able to put down the indoctrination that tells you not to listen to him, you could have got that information too.
All right. Anyway, so I don't need to be indoctrinated to know that bombing kids is bad. If a white cis man bombs kids, is it bad? Can a white cis man drop bombs on a kid? Is that good or bad? All right, one more. One more from her.
Hi and welcome to Political Education, the channel where I cleverly combine my name Katie whilst giving you a political education.
Great.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to talk about today, left woke losers. Now, just to clarify, left woke losers is not something that you are, it's something that you've been. So I am here to...
Something that you're currently being or been? Like been in the past? Probably being. It was Judea? Well, yeah, but I mean, that was during, just in the Bible. Well, I don't know. Something you been.
to teach you how to not be one of those.
Alrighty.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is also, I want, if you are someone who's normal or called on the right, which used to just be called normal people.
The right wing? Normal? I don't think so.
I'm going to show you as well how you can explain to left woke losers how they're
Why is she always in her car?
being manipulated. So here's a fun little game I like
Can she not do this in her house?
to do, which is hold a mirror up to the left woke loser nonsense. So
Why do you have the scraggliest fucking hair tie I've ever seen? It's gross. Take the thing off of it. That's driving me nuts. That's grody. I don't like it.
is a green hair tie.
Okay. Dare I say teal?
What is
Or would that be too argumentative?
a hair tie, you ask? A hair tie is something that has some elastic into it so that you can stretch it and then wrap it around your hair, and then it keeps the hair in position.
Is a rubber band a hair tie? Well, it can be. Cyan. It's teal. You can call it cyan if you want.
Now, if I told you that a green hair tie is a green hair tie, is that helpful? Does that explain to you what a green hair tie is? So that
I can barely understand her say, hair tie. Like, what? Total characters. I know. I'm sorry. I'll move on from it, New Zealanders. Still striking. This is the attack helicopter thing. They have one joke or whatever. They don't understand why it's so stupid. It's obvious you could describe this in lots of different ways. If you didn't use it for a hair tie, for instance, and you used it to keep a rolled up piece of paper, like scrolled up, you could do that. Yeah, it's a hair tie, but you got all sorts of different things. It could be a rubber band, it could be a scrunchie, it could be different shit. It's just not as useful as you think it is, and especially, and this is what I think we should ask transphobes in this situation. Do you think a human being is more multifaceted than a hair tie? Because I think being a human is a bit more complex than being a hair tie. Even if we try to steelman your argument and say hair ties are only ever described as hair ties, which is not even the case.
if perhaps you needed a green hair tie, you could identify one. Okay, what if I told you though that this is not a green hair tie, it's a pigeon?
A pigeon? Well, okay. Typically in this situation, and I know right-wing Christians are unlikely to abide by this, but if you say, I have a pigeon, what I would require is just simply evidence. In the case of the hair tie, an inanimate object, it doesn't resemble a pigeon whatsoever. In the case of a trans person, which this clumsy metaphor is about, when they tell me I am this and this is how I feel inside, the proof of that is them telling me that, because they can be the only ones that report on how they feel inside, right? So typically, like anybody, you just listen to them when they say, look, I feel more comfortable and more happy when I am expressing myself in this way or that way. I mean, this is not always a trans issue. This is if you like your fucking haircut or not. This is if you how you shave your beard, the kinds of clothes you wear, like the name you go by. Like, you know, she's named Kate or whatever. What if her real name's like Caitlin, but she doesn't like going by that and she prefers Kate? That is a gender thing. Like, that's an identity thing. That's the same. People mostly call me Jake, right? Which is a nickname. But almost everybody calls me, and if you called me Jacob, I would just not fucking respond. I wouldn't even think you were talking about me unless you were right in front of my face, because nobody calls me that. So I don't know, man. Like, I just genuinely think that transphobes are insecure about the conversation about gender in general, because it means if you can buck the gender norm, then it means everything that they've ever not liked about it is something that they've self-imposed, rather than, you know, exporting their, you know, preferences to some authority that tells them how to live. Yeah, short for Jacantha, actually. True. Jake, you will? I like that one.
And at first you'll say, what the hell? But do you understand that if I got you from a young age and I showed you this green hair tie and I said, this is a pigeon, this is a pigeon, this is a pigeon.
God is real, God is real, God is real.
This is a pigeon, this is a pigeon. If I got every single person that the kids are exposed to on TV to say, this is a pigeon.
If you got all of humanity to agree that hair ties are pigeons, this is a pigeon. Describing Christian society. I know, right? Words are defined by use, of course. If we called these pigeons, they would be, by the way. That just would be what we call those. You could even just start calling hair ties pigeons, and it might catch on. Because, you know, people are just funny.
This is a pigeon, this is a pigeon, this is a pigeon, this is a pigeon, so on and so forth.
And then you would have a situation where you have like a homophone, and there were pigeon birds and also hair ties that were pigeons. They're pigeons now. That's right.
You will start to believe that this green hair tie is actually a pigeon.
No, I think definitely the more likely scenario is that people would think hair ties are called pigeons too, for reasons they don't understand. And then when asked about it, they would find out they were simply misled by some lady, you know?
And then when you ask, hey, what's a green hair tie? The people will say, a green hair tie is a green hair tie. That's not explaining what a green hair tie is. Right.
That fell apart on her. She's like, if society called these pigeons, they wouldn't call them green hair ties anymore, and that would be bad? It's not green. I agree. I didn't want to have that argument with her. I agree it's not green. I was trying not to quibble with it.
Right, going back to the...
This is such a bad example. It's totally terrible. Like, is this Jonathan or John? Fucking, there's names that don't make any sense. Richard and Dick. Dick is not short for Richard.
Pigeon analogy. Let's step it up a bit. Okay, I've told you time and time again since you were a toddler by the teacher with green hair that this...
Wait, is she holding a pigeon? Yeah, dude.
...is a pigeon. Now I'm going to step it up when you're an adult and say, I will kill you if you don't say this is a pigeon.
That's right. That's what people are doing. There's a gun to her head right now, just off camera, and saying, if you don't gender people correctly, your brains are going to be fucking splattered all over the place. That's ready to go. They're ready. Antifa's out there, dude.
I will kill everybody who says this is not a pigeon. You say it's a pigeon, okay? It's a pigeon. If you're on the left, okay?
If you're on the left, you literally, you guys like fear God. She may not be religious. I guess she may not be religious. I would be pretty shocked to think that she was a pro-Israeli, pro-Ben Shapiro, very right-wing, normal, anti-trans person without being any religious, but it could be okay.
Now, the fun thing is they will say, this is a pigeon, or you're going to lose your job. You'll lose your job, you'll lose your family, you'll lose all your money, you'll get thrown in jail because you don't believe this is a pigeon. You're going to turn around and say this is a pigeon.
Who's doing that? Where's this militant fucking trans pride stuff happening? Militant trans allyship. I don't know. When has this ever happened? Bill C-16? No one ever got fired for that. Over 600 people lost their jobs from Charlie Kirk. Look, they tried to come after me too, dude. Chat wouldn't fire me.
Okay, now you have normal Republican or normal on the right people. This is a green hair tie. I'm going to say I
thought it was blue earlier.
It's a green hair tie. Hair tie that's elastic, puts it in your hair.
So obviously she can't even stay consistent on this. It was blue earlier. And now she says it's green because it's teal. Right, of course. It's in the middle of those. So even she agrees it can be both. This, sorry to say, but your hair tie is fucking color fluid, dude. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, Kate, if you would like to get a political education without the Kate sometime, feel free to join my stream. What time is it in New Zealand? It's like the middle of the day. She could definitely join. I'd be happy to talk to you. But first, a short feature film called Crazy Eyes Conservative White Lady Anti-Woke Bigot Rap is very, very good.
Take out your earbuds, mute your speakers, take your headset off. See your last warning, it's about to happen again, and that's never gonna be happening ever.
A warning, take your headset off.
Listen to my rap I wrote. I'm catching eye cuffs. You're no bull, pure joke, you broke. I don't dress to love the smoke. Think you're vigilante, dress with panties. Think you can go whatever bathroom that you fancy. When you can't see when the kids the party. Get you locked up like you're a Crosby. Looking more like Doubtfire the Sandra G. Maxwell was still trust biology. We have eyes that work when you see it through.
Hold on, is she actually rapping for real though? In the video? Because these are rhyming. Did she make poetry?
One word on a fuck you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This has to be one of the cringiest things I've heard. Dude, she is a cringe factory, that's for sure. This might be a quality specimen, that's for sure, of course.
I can't see to lay the greens too. Watching cows who you see it too. Just too scared to admit it, you. Sacrifice when kissing the economy too. When will it be to watch for you? Easy to be a cow until they come for you.
God, what a badass. Shit. Wow, there is nothing behind her eyes.
Don't be a woke idiot. Vote for common sense, normal parliament. And this is just the first verse, so I've got to come up with the chorus and then like 2 more verses. Don't drive and listen to Eminem, I guess.
Eminem? He fucking hates the right. He hates Republicans. What are you talking about? She was inspired by Eminem, who hates her? It's an awfully hot coffee pot. That's awful. That was fucking awful. I didn't like that. We need less of whatever that was.